Vanguard, the other place.
We're
Good
talking
evening, everyone.
60s and 70s.
Yeah, so Blue Note or Village Vanguard.
This poem was written with some chance operations involved. Does anyone know Yuli Poe, Jackson Maclow, John Cage, creators like those? Yeah. This also involved Lego bricks and dice. And I thought about the people around me. And I was musing. It's called Figures. The crack is the rupture inside. The lines form crooked to horizontal. Dreams beautiful and chaotic. Hands inflamed and jagged. Winged fingers. Ruptured bubbles within microcosmic crevasses. Moonlit airplanes sinking across to escape. And the wizards wait. And the witches choke to cackle. On highway alert, rumble of fiction. Imagine, just out of sight of the interstate. Imagine that, and I'm coughing for peace. Diadem of karmic gesture. The completed jester's smile. Home again, a safety net, a safer net in etiquette to bind them. And in their hearts the binding is glowing and growing. It can't be stopped. It can't be. We will be consumed, dwarfed by replay, the result, the reverb. We will be consumed. Con, a con, the Mac-Low eon instance. Just in time, justice. In time as I write this. So I rolled dice. I had a lot of Lego minifigures set up next to my television. And I rolled all these dice and chose 6 to write about. And these are them. The drone woman. Less about the human than the carriage. Carrying age. Carrying life of our age. This is the speech with which we birth. Circuit blood and broken spines. Slippage. And the meander through a pitscape of O's and ones. What's it even say? What's even it mean? Hallmark of the creators. The robot, pleasantly demonic. Blue eyes gazing into my abyss of limited possibility, and we're all attached to him. We're all diming our way through time's latest. The say of soothe and the airs of our ways. The ghost night. Herald of mist and slew. Slew and what's missed? What's been missing, really? What have we been dreading with the lengthening of days? More of an exposure, really. The lines getting longer, the lies playing out louder, liars challenging sour, and I am a pondering being, slipping in and out of the purvey, the periphery, the puff-puff bliss of history. And the wash is a light, cloudy blue. Cloudy eyes, mistakenly foggy. The devil is in the details, where we get lost and stand violently still. The radioactive man at the Poet's Keep. A book with a cover with 2 beings lacking faces. South Lake, where we go find the canny connections, a canopy of hummingbirds and cobwebs, a place lightly lit by a muted sun, mutate, and the ochre suit matches the ochreish face, also blank. I spun it around. I hit it. I'm ochreish, malevolent benefactor. The sinners in my hands, my anger disrupted. The thin black gun represents vacuums. Vacuous, pushing and pulling at once. The samurai. It is the katana that forms thin slices of the whole. Slice of thought, sliced, rotted once. An earlier memory where I'm passing aisles of filthy books, thinking perhaps I'm rotten. And perhaps it's a Ronin, masterless, dead masters on thinly sliced floors. But they're clean. Corners and ridges, edges, meaty palaces, thin slip of rounded beam, wood like bone, tracing heavens. Passage towards made by body's breath. Elegance like Maoist quote on samurai website. Where have I gotten? Found myself in this lossless space, wilderness, kempt and upkept. The recidivist for Providence, Rhode Island. Inching forward into the depths, memory comes to light after 12 years of entombment. The Waldrops, loving Gizzy, loved the new depths of Deadpan. And how could you not? Knotted in the world, Esmeralda and Bogota one moment, Alexi, Perala, and Lati the next. I dream in poetry that knots, that colludes, that jumps out of windows and tails it highly to the weeds. Never greasy, always chafed. Long dry spell, sting of skin rubbing skin, blades upon blades, figure rejoined, saga, etc., continuity, bearish committal. Suddenly I remember how resin can stick. Madly a scientist, the sixth figure, the sixth Lego that was next to my television. Flock of dread and spikes, the dreaded spike in the fluted chamber. Greenly and wizened. Sickly, you've become wise in your old grooves. Methods of Bunsen, decades long in the make. The way you wear your grin is a calm psychopathy. Hiccup, run away with me, goes the zone. Kind of Eureka blast toward Eureka Hills. Smell of weed encrusted decision-making spills. Across intersections, sinks and sticky to the heel. The world melting like Dalesian clockwork. Meanwhile, lest we forget, the black glove, the green spatters, buttons, and the red lenses. missing. Bowl in one hand, plastic in one hand, lift up, pour corn past teeth to mouth, and the chewing and the swallowing of what throats breathe. The eyes glaze over, what's missing? The nose crinkles, what's missing? The ears dry out and flake, what's missing? The neck grows bumps and loosens, what's missing? A safe passage, a safe construction, safer discussions. Safety has its place. Both figures, you are in good hands. You are in good hands. You are in good hands. On my way here, there was a feather, and there was a myth. The spilling of the beans, the garbanzo beans, and the rickety footsteps along the rotted floorboards, and the night that spoke in corners, and the boundaries of the lamplit curve. Words from get so detected, a laundry list of refrains, everything around a tool and a curse. Those wizards, those witches, that gestures. It all comes crumbling down into a puddle of something vaguely edible and objectively terrifying to the onlooker. What's missing? What's missing? A smooth transition as the sixth have gone home to be with their masses and their prayers.
I would love to do a video on some